Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gregory Muscari here up in Bozeman, Montana, and very excited to share with you the power of light therapy. And this presentation has previously been called The Power of the Patch, but recently our company has added a whole new light technology that I'm going to talk about a little bit further on in the presentation. So tonight we're going to talk about the power of light therapy, patented breakthroughs in light technology. And I'd like to start by just sharing a couple of foundational questions or statements. I think we can all agree that health is our greatest wealth. If you ever were at risk of losing it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Number two, I don't care how old or young you are, the symptoms of aging and disease just are not fun, whether it's dental issues, brain fog, joint mobility, or maybe it's those fine lines and wrinkles or cardiovascular, who knows. The symptoms of aging disease just are not fun. And I remember when I could work all day and party all night and then get up tomorrow and do it again. But those were the days, my friend. We did think they'd never end, but they do. And let me explain why. Because the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. In fact, by the time you're 30, they've decreased by about 50%. And by the age 60, only a small percentage remain. And I guess that's Mother Nature's way of getting us out of the way for the next generation. Well, I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to get younger. And we have a way to do that. And I'm going to share that with you. But first, I want to ask you two personal questions. Number one, if you could change any one thing in your health, or maybe in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? And I just got to make a general statement, disclaimer that our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So, if I can show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging so you can look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? And usually the resounding answer is yes. So, the good news is our X39 wearable light technology truly is a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's exclusive, it's patented, it's inexpensive, and it's a wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive, and drug-free, and a unique form of phototherapy which uses frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness while supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to play just a short little video about our flagship product, X39, for you just to get the feel for who we are and what we're all about.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way. supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Beautiful. And since that product was launched back in 2019, LifeWave has just been a rising star in the wellness industry. So I'm going to play it twice. Move on to the next slide here. And I'm just going to talk about the power of the patch and how X39 works. It's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And our patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied or near your body, they're activated by the infrared heat or the light emanating from our bodies. And they then begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the foundational scientific basis of our phototherapy patches. This is our genius founder and inventor, David Schmidt. Now, he's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's a genius inventor with over, I got to update the slides, 250 patents. He's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research since for the last 24 years, and he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of our LifeWave phototherapy products. And many more studies are always in the works. That's because LifeWave is a very science-based company. I'd like to play just a short video about it.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
An amazing man with an incredible vision to enhance the health and vitality of people around the world. So let's talk about the company. 21-year-old pioneer in life science technology, and that's LifeWave. Back in 2000, this amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by David for use exclusively by Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. It was so effective that David, back in 2004, David started LifeWave with that same energy patch to bring this amazing technology to the masses. And we call that the first wave because that gave LifeWave a really solid footing in the wellness industry. In 2019, the second wave started, and that when X39 is launched, after 10 years of research, it changed everything. And the company grew phenomenally. We grew from a small, sleepy company to a rising star and the fastest growing company in the wellness industry right now. And we've created 7 years of historic growth. We've got distribution now in 80 countries from our 16 global distribution centers. And in 2024, we opened our new global headquarters in Draper, Utah, with a state-of-the-art space-age welcome center that, believe it or not, was designed by the set designers for Star Trek. And when you walk into the welcome center, it's like walking into the Starship Enterprise. If you're ever in Salt Lake, you need to come see our welcome center. So our focus has been developing and a global distribution of health science technologies to enhance and extend life. And this second wave with X39, people are saying that X39 is probably the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. It's affordable breakthrough in wellness technology, and we're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. And when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, X39 has been proven to activate a specific copper peptide that supports and enhances our stem cell activity while also altering gene expression toward a younger and more vibrant you. So, yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. We have field results proving X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And that, for me and millions of other people around the world, is very exciting. I'm just real briefly going to talk about some of the major benefits that people experience with X39. The first is energy, and certainly energy is the currency of life. And using X39 daily increases our cellular energy from the very first day. In fact, it's very common when people first try X39, they'll say, "Wow, I had so much energy yesterday." The other thing they say, usually on the next day when we talk to them, is, "Oh my God, I had the best night's sleep I've had in a long time." So more energy during the day, better sleep at night. And how about sports performance? X39 improves not only sports performance, but the rapid recovery after exercise. And, that's why life aid patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. The media has begun to notice, and you might too if you look carefully at the bodies of some of your favorite athletes and Olympians and see these auspicious little white patches, and that's LifeWave. How about pain relief? Most people notice a reduction in pain within minutes of the application. And brain health. We've got clinical studies and tons of anecdotal results of people that are feeling improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And wound healing. X39 actually helps support the natural wound healing process and greatly reducing the time required from healing from minor IOEs and major surgical procedures. And wrinkle reduction. Now, sadly, this doesn't happen as fast as pain reduction, okay? But with wrinkle reduction, it takes a little bit more time. But if you'll take pictures now over the next 8 to 12 week period, you're going to be very delighted. Not only wrinkle reduction, but scar reduction. This is a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. So, again, take before and after pictures of those fine lines, wrinkles, and any scars you might have, and I think you're going to be very delighted. And hair growth. We've got lots of anecdotal reports from users experiencing an increase in the quality, quantity, speed of their hair growth, and some of the older folks even get some of their younger hair color back. So the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a better, healthier, and more vital you to enjoy with your loved ones, with your family. Aging is not the number of candles on your cake, it's a feeling, not a number. And with LifeWave X39, you will look and feel younger. So I'm going to play for you just a few short testimonials, give you an idea what people are saying about X39. Well, I guess I'm not. A little technical difficulty. That video seems to have evaporated from my PowerPoint. So I'm going to jump in. It's not only what people are saying, it's what doctors and health professionals are saying. Hundreds and thousands of them all around the world are using LifeWave patches in their practice with their families, with their patients, and getting amazing results. And we're blessed tonight to have two of them on the line with us, which I'm going to introduce. The first one, Dr. Velvet, who's a metaphysician from the great state of Texas. And she's been an energy worker working in massage and energy for decades, as well as a ranch owner and taking care of her own home and properties and people. So I'm going to invite you, Dr. Velvet, to introduce our other guest, another doctor, and I'm going to bow out for the next 10 minutes or so.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gregory, for that introduction and a great PowerPoint presentation. So it is my honor to be introducing my friend on Doc Talk and my friend in personal life as well, Dr. Pamela Lewin, who's going to be joining us here. And let me just share a little bit about Dr. Pam. So after 40 years as a medical doctor, she's now retired from private practice and pivoted into a more holistic approach as a wellness advocate and author. And I have to say this because I get to look and investigate her a little bit, and she's got this amazing quote, and I can say it over and over and over again. And here's her quote. After retiring from private practice, I realized that true health required more than a prescription. That is so true, Dr. Pam, and welcome, and thank you for being here with me tonight.
It's good to be with you. Thank you so much, Dr. Velvet.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a lot to talk about tonight, and Gregory kind of broke the ice a little bit regarding X39. But what I want to do is I want to tie in what your approach is as a wellness advocate and your vein of thinking and how it all comes together with the power of the patch, with X39. And one of the most powerful things that you say on your website is about it's more than about masking symptoms. Health is really not masking those symptoms. So, talk to us about that and what that means to you.
Right. And in fact, that's all we do in medicine because pharmaceutical companies have more or less taken over the medical industry and they have made us do just symptom stomping, if you want to put it that way. Somebody comes to you with a complaint, you look for the first prescription you can find to solve that one. You get another one, same thing. So you find that people are using multiple different medications for something which, if you get down to the root cause, may have a completely different cause and also remedy. And so basically what we're talking about and what Gregory was talking about earlier is the problem is aging, and we're all on this slippery slope that takes us down this hill. You know, when you talk about when you get to 40, you're over the hill. Well, I found that I had an escape chute from the hopper that we were all in that gradually slips us down that slope of aging. All of us want to try and be 20 again, right? Do you remember when you were 20?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the world was your apple. You just could do everything, right?
Right.
And so this is where we want to be. We want to have bodies that are not screaming at us with brain fog and vision problems and mental, complete befuddlement, then muscles that don't work and joints that creak. We want to be able to get out of bed in the morning without alarms, without medication, without any other stimulus, just because we've slept enough and we feel good and we want to get up. We want to be able to move around. Go ahead.
No. I was saying so true.
We want to be able to move around as we want to without the creaking joints, that are hot and red and achy. We want to be able to create stuff or enjoy what is created because our brains are sharp. We want to at least have our bodies together with our mental capacity for as long as we're alive. We want to expand our health span as well as our lifespan. And so that's where we are with our products that we're talking about tonight.
Awesome. That is beautiful. Something else that we talk about, and you talk about it too, is the check engine light. And when I look at that, because I came from the health care system as well, that check engine light, that if my knee hurt, I would run to the doctor, I'd get an injection, and maybe the pain would go away. Maybe it wouldn't, right? Maybe I would need something else. But that wasn't really checking the engine light, right? That was a symptom that was showing up. The light was glaring at us, and that's the pain. And then we tie this back into masking, because a lot of times when we're getting the check engine light turned off, that doesn't mean we've resolved the issue. It's kind of like my check
Yeah.
engine light came on and I put
Yeah.
masking tape over it so that I could ignore it, you know?
Yes, or you reach behind the dashboard and unscrew the bulb, right? It's gone now, so we don't have that problem anymore. But
Exactly.
we do after a while, sometimes these things stay with us for so long. We learn to live with them or we learn to ignore them. And we really don't try to do anything. We think, oh, yeah, well, that's just aging or that's me. But we are here to promise you hope that there is a better way. We can, in fact, get down to what is really behind all of these things that don't work. Because a healthy body is a silent body. It does not scream at you in the way these other bodies do. It does not have the discomfort when you get out of bed. It's coherent. You have all the parts communicating, all the cells communicating with each other in sync, in synchrony. And we want you to be able to get certainly the baseline of what is wrong. Look to your nutrition. I mean, if you're eating a bunch of sugary foods and drinking sugary drinks and expect that your joints are going to be okay, it's not going to happen. So you want to eliminate some things, you want to add some things. And the elimination may be many more. In other words, the substances you use or you smoke or even in our atmosphere, we have a lot of toxins and a lot of other things that are detrimental to our health. And so if we can get to a point where either we've got the remedy for that, it's like the 5G electromagnetic forces. If I got something like that, which I put on my phone, which supposedly helps you to keep that 5G from getting into your brain when you use the phone close to your head. So if we have something that can protect us and protect our cells, that's one symptom that we can stay away from if you want to know. And then
Mhm.
as we exercise, as we hydrate ourselves, as we do the sorts of things that our bodies really need to make good new cells, because every day we're making what, 500 billion cells, several 500 billion cells. We are creating new cells, and these stem cells that we're actually stimulating are pluripotent. What that means is that they can replace any single cell in your body. So if you can repair any part that's wrong, and I mean repair now and replace, now when your check engine light comes on, you put that thing in to get the code, and the code says, oh, your spark plugs are wrong. You go ahead and get 6 new spark plugs and you put them in place. Your car turns over with gusto and you go. So this is what happens when you really pay attention to all of these signals that you have.
Mm. And I think on a way that you have articulated this before is like conscious consumption. And that's what you were really talking about, is let's be mindful. Let's be conscious of what we're putting in our body. Let's be conscious of how the body is communicating with us, because it really is, right? I mean,
Yes.
and even inside of us, the liver is communicating with the pancreas, and the pancreas is communicating with the digestive system in a whole different way. But we never hear that. We never see that. It's all happening very silently. And sometimes that conscious consumption can kind of run away to the other way of it. So I really am glad that you brought it back about hydration and proper nutrition. And something else, because I get questioned this about all the time when I share a patch, and they may say, gosh, I feel good, but is this in my mind? Is this happening because I believe it's working? And Gregory did such a great job showing that we have the scientific proof, we have the clinical,
Studies.
the
Right.
studies. But you also talk about mind over matter. So just real quick, would you like to share something about that mind over matter?
Yes, because belief can kill and belief can cure. And that's what people say all the time. And that actually is in fact true. If you think about stress, stress is one of the things that underlies many diseases that you may have, or disease processes going on in the body. And so if we can rid our bodies from the things that are detrimental, the natural healing tendency that is there, we're always trying to heal ourselves. The body's always trying to get back into balance. And when we're in balance, it's creating good new cells from the right template. So we don't have any of those rogue cells coming in and causing problems. Your soldiers, your immune system is alerted whenever there's something that goes awry, an injury, an illness, some other incident. And they are there as first responders to go and get that thing and get it out of the way. But if your body, like you said, sometimes you go to the doctor, they give you a shot, steroids. Steroids are good sometimes, but then again, sometimes they prevent your body from doing the thing it knows to do. And it keeps you from accomplishing what you're trying to do. So you want to be able to work again with your rhythms, your circadian rhythms, your body's rhythms, the things that are happening within your cells that are God-given and are helping you to help yourself.
Well, I'm glad you brought the rhythm in, because with our technology, we really need to be mindful that we're wearing the patch 12 hours on, and then we remove it for that length of time as well, because there is a rhythm to life, right? And even our cells in our body are looking for that. And there have been studies that have shown that if you keep somebody up, they will literally go out of their mind. Yeah, so when it comes to the patch, exactly. So it's really important to wear the patches 12 hours on and 12 hours off, so that the body is not bombarded with the frequency to where it becomes lazy, where it becomes like it's tuning it out, because we want that most powerful moment. And also, we're encouraging the body to do what it does naturally. And then we're also saying, okay, now you're going to continue to do the rest of it. And that's what's so unique and so amazing about the technology, right? And I love that about it. So I think I have one more question I can sneak in before Gregory comes back. But you also talk about honoring the body's innate wisdom. And we often talk about how the patch is systemic. That yes, in your packet, it will be on the back of your neck or below your belly button. But there is a part of us that we have to honor in listening when there's something else. So would you like to address that real quick?
Well, when you talk about that, there is a saying that your body is like a hologram. Any part of it represents the whole part. Right. But then there is that spark inside of us, which is connected to the divine, that you really have to honor, and you have to be in sync with that. In other words, you don't want to be doing things that your inside are telling you not to be doing, and that's where the innate wisdom comes in. Things that are beneficial, and sometimes it's not that easy to do them, I must confess. The thing that you don't want to do is what you end up doing. But if you can, and you can be true to yourself and to be true to your body's wisdom and the things that we know that are beneficial, then your life is so much more on an even keel, and much less stress, and basically you are able to make new cells, do the things that you want to do. And to me, that's the state that we want to be in, really. We want to be in a state of harmony, synchrony, that sort of thing. Synergy is the word I'm looking for.
Synergy, there you go.
That's basically where you want to go. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just feel that as we continue to wear the technology and we're embracing our own light, and the energy and light increases in every single cell, and we've got this coherence, our innate intelligence, our intuitive ability, now questions are answered quicker. We feel things quicker. So I don't want to get too metaphysical about that, but I do believe in that the power of light is intelligence. And I believe that as we wear the patch, we become more intelligent and in tune with everything around us.
Yes.
So, Dr.
And there will come a time when we're taking in the light, and I think Gregory's going to discuss it very soon. We're not able only to wear the light, we can now drink the light. And I think that's a good segue to what Gregory's coming up with next. Thank you, Dr. B.
Dr. Pam. You're welcome. Great to be with you.
Oh my, I just want to say my innate wisdom wants to listen to you two all night. Okay, that was wonderful, but I know our guests are here, only have a limited amount of time. So we're going to move forward, and I want to show you what's happened to our company since we launched the X39 about 7 years ago. So I'll go back and share my screen. And record-breaking growth. Since 2019, our company's grown about 3,000%, became the fastest growing company in network marketing, but more importantly, a rising star in the $8 trillion longevity and wellness market. So we're going places with LifeWave, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want to talk to you now about is the third wave. I talked about the first 14 years, the last 7 years. The third wave begins now. And after 7 years of extensive research, development, and clinical testing, LifeWave has begun to launch the world's first technology system that infuses water with light. Drink a glass of water, and the light is released all throughout your body. I have a short video I'm going to play for you just to give you a taste of what this is all about.
Now you can live life elevated with superior wellness through the transformational power of light. Every second, thousands of biochemical signals are sent throughout the body using wavelengths of light. At LifeWave, our products are designed to harness that light in unique ways to optimize ultimate energy flows. Our global community is united by light, offering the promise of health, vitality, and opportunity through the power of synergy. 3 of our groundbreaking innovations together promote the ultimate in healthy living and offer you an opportunity, a 3-in-1 system that can change lives. Welcome to the future of wellness. It begins with X39, our breakthrough light-activated patch that taps into the body's natural ability to renew, restore, and perform at its best. Cellergize is a complete cellular energy and recovery system designed to fuel your day, support your mind, and recharge your body. And then, our all-new LifeWave X2O, a patented breakthrough in hydration science that dispenses light-infused water at the touch of a button. This is hydration reinvented. LifeWave X2O, when consumed daily, aids in proper hydration to support the effectiveness of X39 and Cellergize, boosting energy flows, nutrient absorption, metabolic activity, oxygen uptake, even activating key physiological responses. A power system of synergy, together more powerful than when separate. An innovative 3-in-1 system to intensify overall effectiveness. Because when your body is powered by light, energy flows and everything comes to life. It's time to build a foundation of hydration, energy, and recovery to fuel you, your body, and your business. LifeWave, the power of synergy. One system making it simple to start, share, and succeed. Awaken your potential. Experience the power of synergy. Share the light. LifeWave.
Wow. I am so excited about the launch of the X2O system along with the X39 and the Cellergize. Oh, here's the video, the testimonial video. We'll go ahead and play that for you real quick.
39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using LifeWave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really, really, really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo is right. That's so exciting. So I want to talk about sharing the light with LifeWave because we need help. We've got these wonderful products and we need help to get the word out on these exclusive breakthrough products. Really, we have no competition. All of our products are unique, patent and exclusive, simple duplicatable success system, free websites, training and support, low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives. We have a generous compensation plan that pays approximately 50% of all sales out to brand partners instead of sending it to Wall Street or Madison Avenue. And there's 3 ways to get started. You could start as a retail customer and get 1 month's supply of X39 for only $149.95. That's like a latte a day, but you're going to get a lot more out of X39 than you are your lattes. And then a better way to get started is a preferred customer, and the price drops by 33% down to $50. Now it's just like a cup of coffee a day. So you join our monthly auto ship subscription program. No long-term commitment required. You can stop at any time, but once you get started, you're probably not going to want to stop. But it does come with a 90-day money-back guarantee. And the best way, for those of you that have a little entrepreneurial spirit, maybe want to earn enough money to pay for your products, you can become a brand partner. We get paid for sharing. We can earn a part-time or full-time income, generous personal and team rewards. We get paid weekly, and we have 4 brand partner starter kits available to choose from. And these come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer. Every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing people's lives. And every day we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, a wonderful community, and financial freedom. So I invite you to get back with the person that invited you, get your questions answered, choose the X39 wholesale starter kit that's right for you, and just get started. Give it a try. So that ends our presentation tonight. Thank you, Dr. Velvet. Thank you, Dr. Pam. And thank you, everyone that tuned in to listen in. And again, just get back with the person that invited you and take it to the next step. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye-bye.